Today, I'm Nestor Leconte with the Pacific Daily News. Here are our top stories from the PDN newsroom.
A forensic pathologist who was selected in 2021 to serve as Guam's chief medical examiner but declined the offer over his office budget and facility concerns has reapplied for the job. Dr. Kenny Su has applied for the position and is under consideration for interview and selection based on a notice from the Commission on Post-Mortem Examinations, which will convene on September 18 to discuss the new application. Attorney General Douglas Moylan declined further comment, stating that best await the Commission meeting and get a consensus decision. The CMA is a crucial position, and we have interim measures in place to provide this service, he said. In other news, the Civil Service Commission has dismissed the firing appeal of former Department of Corrections Lieutenant Jeffrey Limo following a settlement agreement between Limo and the DOC. CSC commissioners voted without opposition to dismiss the case with prejudice on Tuesday morning. Limo has been fighting his termination since 2017 when he was fired after being indicted in a prison contraband case. He pled guilty in 2019 to a misdemeanor charge related to the case. DOC and the Office of the Attorney General have signed off on a settlement that will give Limo a $200,000 lump sum payment, $45,000 in attorney's fees, and potentially thousands more in credit for his sick leave and annual leave since 2017. Finally, the Guam Customs and Quarantine Agency now has 4 new drug detector dog handlers who graduated on Tuesday, restoring the section to half of its ideal staffing pattern. In a ceremony at the AB Wanpad Guam International Airport Authority, island leaders, airport administration colleagues, families, and friends congratulated the new graduates, which included the first ever females in the section. Also recognized were 3 new agriculture detector dog handlers, which brings the Customs agriculture dog teams to an ideal capacity of 6, said Agency Director Ike Paredo. They went through a different training and graduated August 16 from the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Detector Dog Training Center in Georgia. Tropical Depression 14W as of early Tuesday night was on track to intensify into a tropical storm and pass over or near Guam sometime early Wednesday morning, forecasters said. Damaging storm force winds upwards of 39 miles an hour may begin a little after midnight and continue until midday or sunset on Wednesday. That's according to National Weather Service Guam Science and Operations Officer Brandon Idlet. As of 7 p.m., there were no signs that the storm might rapidly intensify before hitting Guam, NWS said. Idlet said the possibility of it strengthening into a typhoon before approach was pretty much out of the question. In other news, a Guam Power Authority transmission line failed on Tuesday morning, triggering system instability and power outages in several areas of the island, according to a GPA news release. The Pacific Daily News received reports of outages in parts of Sinahanya, Mangilao, Tumon, and Tamuning a little after 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday. According to GPA, at about 11:26 a.m., a system event caused a cascading effect which tipped several power plant generators offline, including PD7, the GIGO combustion turbine, and Cabras 2. At 11:32 a.m., GPA's automated system protection scheme kicked in, impacting multiple feeders that deliver power to different parts of the island. GPA's automated system protection worked as designed, stabilizing the grid and minimizing the broader impacts, according to the release from the utility. Additional generators came online starting at 11:43 a.m., and all feeders were restored by 12:06 p.m. Finally, Mac Jr. Alipich, 20, was sentenced to the maximum 1-year jail term allowed in his plea agreement for admitting his guilt for inappropriately touching a 17-year-old girl in June of this year. He will also have to register as a Level 3 sex offender upon his release from the Department of Corrections. Alipich will serve his sentence concurrently with another crime that he pleaded guilty to, a robbery, in 2022. In that case, he was given an 8-year sentence with 2.5 years to be served and the remainder suspended. Alipich has been in jail since that sentence for a little over 2 months. For more of these stories, go to GuamPDN.com and follow us on social media.